Hello friends, hi, I'm Abhinash and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are an aspiring software developer who will be appearing for your campus interviews or off-campus interviews, you must know how to write codes in any programming language. This is because during the interview, you will be asked to appear for a coding test to analyze how good you are at coding. Question is, why do recruiters take the test? Coding tests serve different purposes. That is, they test your proficiency with computer science's first principles, algorithmic thinking, and fundamental problem solving skills of a candidate. Learning to code and mastering it can take years for a beginner. This isn't an overnight journey, but it is also not as difficult as people think about it. All that you require is dedication, passion, interest, and patience. When my technical team and I visited two prominent engineering colleges in June July this year to recruit software developers, we had already shortlisted students based on cutoff marks and from the top half. But we were in for a rude shock when we started interviewing students. When we asked them to write codes in any of the programming languages, around half of them could barely do so. When we told them that the primary job of a developer is to write codes, they said that the institute doesn't teach them to write codes. Later, we shared our feedback with the respective placement coordinators that they should focus on improving the fundamentals of a student to make them industry ready. Hence, my dear friends, you must learn coding in any of the programming languages of Java, C++, .NET, Python, etc. Let me reiterate that it suffices for you to know coding in at least one programming language. And this is exactly what my topic is for today, which is how to easily learn coding in 3 months. Please get this in your head that it is no rocket science to learn how to code. These days, you have various means available at your end to learn coding free of cost from easily accessible online platforms. Hence, please use these platforms. When I was a student more than 20 years ago, these platforms were either not available or we were not aware about them. During those days, we had to visit the nearest cyber cafe, pay the cyber cafe person rupees 10 or 15 per hour to use internet facility. These days, you all have smartphones, so why not use them to upgrade yourself during your free time? First thing is choose a language. Pick a coding language to learn first. Some good options for beginners include JavaScript, a good starting language that provides immediate feedback. Python, a readable language with simple syntax that's often used as an introductory language. Java, a popular choice with simple syntax that's easy to read and understand. Now we'll come to online resources. Numerous platforms offer courses for beginners in programming and software development. Websites like NXT Wave, Coursera, and EDX provide courses in languages such as Python, Java, and C++. There are plenty of free resources available online, including tutorials, coding exercises, and forums. Websites like Khan Academy, Free Code Camp, and W3 Schools offer valuable content for beginners. LeetCode is an online platform for coding interview preparation. The platform provides coding and algorithmic problems intended for users to practice coding. LeetCode offers both free and premium access options. Other websites are HackerRank, CodeChef, CodeForces, etc. Other famous channels on YouTube where you can learn coding are Apna College, Love Babur, etc. All these sources online teach you step by step to learn coding. I can confidently say that you can learn coding easily within 3 months. Programming boot camps are another option for students looking to quickly gain practical skills. Boot camps offer immersive programs that cover the fundamentals of software development in a short time. You can also undergo a short-term refresher course from your nearby computer center. During my earlier released video on interview tips for software developer, I had stressed the importance of coding test taken by all premier IT companies and the bearing it has on the final selection. Let me show that slide to you again. If you possess good communication skills and your performance during GD, coding, and aptitude test is also good, you can be offered the highest package, which will be something in the region of rupees 8 to 9 lakhs per annum. If your communication skills are above average and your performance during GD, coding, and aptitude test is fair enough, the package offered may be in the region of rupees 6 to 7 lakhs per annum. And finally, if your communication skills are average and your performance during GD, coding, and aptitude test is also pretty average, you may be offered the lowest package in the region of rupees 3 to 4 lakhs per annum. I'll provide you three important tips which you should keep in mind when you embark on your journey to learn coding. First point is make your fundamentals clear. A common mistake that a student or beginner commits while learning programming is skipping the fundamentals or chapter 1 and directly jumping to the next chapter right away. To understand the advanced concepts of programming, you need to be very clear about the fundamentals of programming. If you skip fundamentals, then at some point you will end up getting confused and you will have to come back to your basics again. So, what are these fundamentals? These fundamentals are data structures, variables, control structures, syntax, tools, and text editors. When you start doing programming, pick one programming language, stick with it, and clear all the basics of programming first before going to the next level. Your overall time to learn to code will be definitely saved if you follow this path. Point number two is learn by practicing, doing, and not just reading. A common mistake beginners do while learning programming is just reading a book or looking at the sample code on their desktop or laptop without practicing it. It is easy to read about the loops and variables and get all the things in your head, but actual programming doesn't work in this way. You really need to get your hands dirty in coding and keep practicing regularly. When you start programming, you face a lot of problems. You get stuck there. You will be asked to implement the code practically and find the solution for a specific problem. And there you will scratch your head while implementing the code. When you write the code, play with the code, change your code to see different results, optimize the code, and try different solutions, your logical thinking ability improves day by day, and you eventually learn a lot of things that make you a better programmer. When you start coding, practice the same code or sample again and again until or unless you don't need to refer to the same book or resource from where you have learned. Also, build your own project, participate in coding challenges, play coding related games, and practice it at your own every single day. Point number three is code by hand. One of the biggest reasons for this is the interviews. When you apply for jobs in programming, most of the time the technical evaluation process will include code by hand. You'll be asked to write code using pen and paper, or you might have to use a whiteboard. Coding by hand is an old school technique, but it actually involves a test for a programmer's proficiency. Coding by hand can give you a clear understanding of syntax and algorithms. You make a deeper connection in your brain. Learning programming this way will make your work easier and faster later. To conclude, I like to tell you that it's not that tough to start your coding journey, and you can take your right foot forward anytime. Follow everything step by step, make your fundamentals clear first, keep practicing, and once you're done with the basics, take the challenges and participate in competitive programming on different sites to get better at it. Build your logical ability and think like a coder. You will find later how good a coder you have become by practicing it every single day. On 13th November, I was invited by Amity University, Kolkata to mentor third and fourth year BTech Computer Science and AI students on effective preparation techniques for campus recruitment interviews. During my discussion with students, I emphasized the importance of coding to them as well. Just to add, I was elated to have an outstanding interactive session with some promising students at the university. Some of the students whose names I can recollect are Diya, Ornisha, Aditya, Ritvika, Piyush, Alicia, among others. I wish all of them and all the other students at Amity University the very best for the future. With this, I'll wind up today's session. I'll expect your comments on my video and I will happily answer any questions which you might ask me. So until we meet again, thanks, have a nice day, bye, take care.